okay.
Gotta get in the vibe for this. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of bangers. That break. A lot of short ones. That's okay. Sorry for the long break. Had to do the brushies, you know? Good night, Dingba. Have a good sleepy. I love you. Mwah! And good night, Butch. Have a good sleepy. I love you. Mwah!
The Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
Yeah, okay, military lady. Come on in, folks.
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you, his mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack.
What is the speed limit? What even
Well, then,
is
Agent
the
York,
speed limit,
let's
though?
get going.
Sure, sounds good.
Chad, do you prefer the audio boost or no audio boost? For when they're talking and stuff. How do I? There you go. The mirror doesn't work. There you go. I figured it out. What even is the speed limit? Jesus Christ.
Agent Morgan, I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone.
Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely, flying all over the country alone?
I must say I've never felt lonely.
Hey, Vivi, how are you?
Married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers. I don't get on very well with women, you might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You notice things like that at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin crystal wine glass. If you don't, they can cut scars on your face, just like yours, right?
Hey, George, is this an interrogation? I see you're a seasoned professional. But let's not talk about my scar.
How the fuck do I
It
leave
was
this?
caused by a problematic woman.
Well, she got you good. Terribly good.
How do I
Fade
leave
away,
this zone?
And nobody will notice it in a week.
A week? It's not that light of a wound.
How do you know?
So, Emily, tell me, is there really a need for a full-time sheriff in a small town like this?
I'm sure it is small to your city eyes, but any gathering of people leads to all kinds of problems.
Fuck
Fights,
do I leave?
runaways, stray pets.
This is wrong.
You're too fixated on violent crimes. Our job is to guide the people along the correct path, first and foremost. Now, that's what I consider to be my duty as the sheriff of Greenvale.
Back there he is, the monarch, in all his glory. Kind of makes me glad that I wasn't born here.
Did you say something, Agent Morgan?
No, nothing, George. I was just reflecting on a little history.
Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
Okay, which right now is driving.
I leave. I think I found it. I think I found it. They should use this game as a way to teach people how to drive. It's fucking... It's hard. This is not an easy game to drive in. It's so sensitive. Thank God there's no other cars. There usually is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Got it. got a little bit of a scratch, but that's okay. It's scary. With every turn, it's like it's a fight for your life. You're overreacting so hard. It's so sensitive, robotic. Do I go there? Is that where I'm going? I don't think that's where I'm going. Wait, can I like pull up a big map? Do I have a big map? This? Where am I? Okay. Where do I? What? Okay. No, I gotta take that turn. All right, so I'm gonna take a left. Small turns. That's what I'm doing. I missed my turn already. All right, chat. We're gonna have to pull a maneuver. Oh, I did it. Did it? Ooh, a maneuver. Tokyo drift up in here. Ease on the pedal. I'm playing with Joy-Cons. No, no. This isn't where I would need to be. There's no such thing as easing on the pedal for me. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I'm not putting my analog stick all the way. It's just instant turn. Eh. Only wanted the sheriff to shit on you driving this whole time. That'd be good. Is this where I mentioned where I have a fear of driving? No, this is hard. That was hard as fuck. I'm gonna boost the audio again, chat. I don't know if you guys prefer that or not.
That's a pretty big hospital. I guess they wanted to be ready for town-wide food poisoning?
No, it's another leftover from the town's prosperous slumber days. Hard to imagine now, though, isn't it?
My mother always talked about how energetic this town used to be. Almost like a gold rush, she used to say.
Impressive.
But the hotter the fever, the faster it cools. And so now there's hardly anyone left to use this place.
Wow.
It pains me to watch my hometown lose so many citizens. Beyond your understanding, I'm sure.
Nobody
Yes,
questioned,
I'm sorry
or
to
nobody
say that it
answered me,
is.
so I assume the audio boost is fine.
That's why this case is our problem. There really isn't any need for you to get too involved.
It's a potato. What the fuck?
Hello, Sheriff.
Hi, Fiona.
Hi there, Fiona.
With that whistle,
We're here
dog.
to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
Yeah.
Computer
yeah.
In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent.
Grah.
The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet
Yeah.
you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne.
Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local girl.
And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking, alive. Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenvale.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
I love this game just goes off a hard tangent literally all the time. Every single conversation. Dr. Johnson should be in the computer room. Okay. Save at every opportunity. Every single one. This game crashes a lot. Always save. It also could, at random points, just corrupt my data. So, you know, that's that's a thing, too. Is this still weather? Yeah. Hey. Sorry. Errant suspects. Let's go, Zach. You look so sad. Dee boop boo dee 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 dee. That's weird. Boo boo dee dee. Do do. Observe them. They aren't suspects. Let's go. Dee 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 do do do. Dee dee. Bop beep beep boo. Get your foot off the wall. You're putting it on the wall. That's not good. You're making more work for the employees. You are now an asshole. This room makes me uncomfortable. This room makes me uncomfortable. I didn't like that at all. Wait, so is there like a time, like an actual time in game? It's 11 o'clock. Interesting. So that bell's going off because it just reached the hour. Cool. How do I go up? I swear to God, I'm the fucking worst FBI agent on the planet. I just fucking wander around places till I find where I need to go. And then when I find it, I don't even go, and I pull out my gun at random parts too. And when I find it, I don't even go towards it. I just keep walking around because I don't want to miss things. Locked. Wait, what did I say? I'd feel healthier without submitting myself to any examinations whatsoever. Don't you agree, Zach? What does that even mean? How clocks work, yes. You gotta be like this. Why you gotta be so rude?
We couldn't find him.
Find who? We looking
Fiona needs
Oh,
to
the
check
dude
her
at the
information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
No! No, I can't. The king passes rook and meets bishop. Knight takes a pawn to the queen. What? King passes rook to meet bishop. Knight takes a pawn to the queen. Queen, knight, pawn, rook, king, bishop. You lose? Oh.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
I don't know how else I could do it. Rook, king. Wait, that's the queen? Ah, shit. I did it backwards. Damn it! I still got it wrong.
Zach, something is still missing.
I
need more clues.
I don't know where else clues could be. Whoops.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Hang on. Shut up, that boy. King passes rook and meets a bishop. Why are you Zach, by the way? Knight takes a pawn to the queen. Are we in his head? My
Zach,
theory
something
is
still
that we
missing.
are Zach,
We need more clues.
and we are like a multi-personality kind of thing. You overthinking it? Am I? I was. I was very much overthinking it. Like Twin Peaks, where he
The
talks that
doctor
chicken spear?
awaits
Yeah.
below with the deceased.
Another code?
Never seen Twin Peaks, by the way.
But there's
Definitely
nowhere
something
to
on my
insert
list.
a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
But yeah, it's basically just. It's like he's talking
Dr.
to a
Usha is
person
below
said,
with the
which
deceased.
is us.
With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple. Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
Card key for underground floor. Boo dee dee, boo boo dee dee dee. There goes that boy. He just rode by. Oh shit, what up? Not in the basement yet. Let's go see him. We need Anna's autopsy reports. You saying Usha's in the basement, right? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Let's head on over. Be-doo-dee, doo-doo-doo. Usher? Yeah, Usher's in this game. Could you imagine if, like, this random-ass character named Usha was voiced by Usher himself in this random-ass deadly premonition? You know? Well, we found where the funding went. Wait. Over here. That was my arm. Why is this? Hang on. Why is this hallway crooked? What the fuck? Music stopped. I don't like when the music stops. When the music stops, it makes me feel like something's about to happen. And open! Fuck you. Boop boop. Dee 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 dee. You know. Dee dee dee. Didn't mean to randomly pull out my gun in the middle of a hospital. Da 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 da. Yeah. Cover the white cloth. What should we do, Zach? What the fuck? What? I can open this one. I was storing bodies. I wouldn't open these unless we really needed to. I have a feeling that we're gonna come back in this room. Doctor, here to inspect Anna. If you say no, I got a gun. Oh, I gotta go through the other door. All right. Well, you said no, so I guess it's time for you to go. I guess it's time. White ass gun. Whitest fucking gun. The existence of guns. Doo-doo-doo. Metal. Metals give money. I do like money. Money is one of my values. AKA, I value money, as do all Americanos. Except for, I guess, like, hobos. They don't really value money that much, but, you know, depends on the hobo. And... oh.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
Music. Usha Johnson.
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usha Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
I think him and Anna were close.
Next time, try challenging us without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
From the onset
Oh,
of
did you
rigor
miss this
mortis,
song?
the stiffening of the muscles, the time of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours.
What is happening?
That's
We're looking
still
at a
quite
body.
early for such a crime to take place. Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. And blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round in her right hand.
Yes, that is
Her
what a right
skull is
hand looks
also
like.
fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed. Now, I first thought death by suffocation, due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion. The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
Oof. Welcome back, Isaac.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her. Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance.
Drugged?
The most tragic thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
The perpetrator cut out Anna's tongue.
Well, I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her. Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning women. He probably cannot converse with them normally. Cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that or a truly hardcore sadist. He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't answer back.
This is a lot to just...
Now, he watched as the blood
assume.
pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold. Now, a case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usha, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job. You're wrong, also. Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
What? Oh.
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so
What switch?
around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981.
That switch.
So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon. George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What more do you hope to find?
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
Fucking mouth wide open. What more do you hope to find? No lip movement. His age isn't immediately apparent, though he can't be that old. Looks like a trustworthy doctor. Didn't stare at her for too long. Oh, nothing happened. Still no hint of a smile. There's a reason we should focus our efforts on George. Okay, anyways. Traces of evaporated liquid around the eyes. She must have cried before she was murdered. Tongue has been removed. Look at the edge of the stump. Man. Beautiful blonde hair, stunning even in death. There's something on her hand. Judging from the impression, she was holding something in her hand, but it was removed around 6 hours after death. The object was circular with a relief shaped like a peace mark. She's nearly wearing fake fingernails. Nearly? Smallmouth bass.
From her lack of resistance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least
Neatly.
2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining, but you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into
Hey,
the
Crazy Laugh, how are you?
after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Asha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
The perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Being a shy insomniac? Need to be shy, we're welcoming.
Jackpot, Zach. A shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something. There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret. George, Emily, we should be going. No need
I
to
like
stay
the
here
sound
any
of
longer.
leather of his jacket.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here.
Yeah. York really
Bishop
needs to cut his
takes queen.
fingernails.
His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
Us just falling in love.
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
The submachine gun. Oh, good. Now we get to fight in the hospital.
Zach, they're here.
So do you think this like combat was like added in post or something? Do you think like the publishers were like, hey, there's not enough combat in this game, so they added this combat in post? Because it's very like out of place. I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me, but it very much seems out of place. Thanks. They're not in here anymore. I think this is in his head. It's in my head. Oh, hi, Anna. It's in my head. It's in my head. It's in my head. I'm gonna spawn. Can open these now. Nice. So who the hell is Jack? Us. Jack. Zach. Us. We are. These noises. And they are a little TOS, huh? Your doom. Notice how it's the nurses from earlier? I'm a fucking sharpshooter, Jesus Christ. Can't get by this one. Okay, there you go. Expecting more around the corner, honestly. God Gamer. This is like controller aiming too. That was really good. Is this Silent Hill 2? I wouldn't know. And it looks like she's having fun. I hope she is. Even in death, you know? I really think that this is in his head. Us as in main character. I'm York. See him? See this boyo? This is York. He talks to a man in his head. A voice in his head, rather. And I believe that the voice is supposed to be us. I think we are meant to be like his other personality kind of thing.
Amazing.
So like right now, as we are playing Zach. That's what I think is happening, but it hasn't stated that. It's just we're not supposed to know things is the point. We're not supposed to know anything right now. There's supposed to be questions. Nothing has been explained. Nothing has been explained. We'll play this ugly game, but not Silent Hill 2. Alexa, when did Silent Hill 2 release?
Silent Hill 2 was released on September 24th, 2001, and it is a
9 years.
Great.
I want to die. Such a weird hallway. It was 10 years? This was 10 years difference. This came out 10 years. Silent Hill 2 came out almost 20 years ago. And Silent Hill 2 is a very different game. I'll play it eventually. I said I would, but like I have a big feeling that a remake is going to happen for Silent Hill 2. I mean, this is a HD remaster. Like, good night, Chess. Have a good sleep. Yeah, I love you. Mwah. Like, there's gonna be someone over here, but there's not. HD? It's HD enough. Not really playing this game for the gameplay. I'm playing it for the goofy ass story. I thought I heard it. Forgot I have that. I never see that emote. I never see any of the ghost emotes. Hear that? Nice. Whenever we do get this submachine gun, we're gonna have loads of ammo. Really trying.
And shot. Great.
Don't want to die. Don't want to die. Don't want to die. Don't want to die. I can push it. Ah, push it. Push it real good. Boom, booty, beep, boom, boom, booty, beep, boom, booty, ding. Oh. Curious, you gonna play 2 when it releases next month? Maybe. We have to do weird shit for this game because we can play it today. We might do an indie tomorrow and then do this, depending on how things go. I don't know. So like we have to do weird things for this game. Because we have Last of Us 2 releasing and SpongeBob at the same time. So we have to do a weird thing where we're going to gonna have it? Okay. We're gonna do a weird thing where we're gonna take a pretty long break from this game after the end of this week. Just out of necessity because things are releasing. How you doing, Nana? So I'll give you a we'll see. To be honest, I eat poop. What kind of poop? But also, haha, stinky, uh-oh. But also, what kind of poop? Like, do you prefer, like, people to eat something specific before, or? Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Shit. There we go. Don't care. I want to die. Green, gotta eat your green poops. I prefer red myself. Where's that keycard door? Where he came from. SpongeBob, yeah. So like, there's a bunch of shit releasing at once, as per always. Because for some reason, all game developers decide to release their game on the same exact day. So Last of Us comes out Friday. We'll be doing it Monday. SpongeBob comes out on Monday. We'll be doing it after Last of Us. And then we'll come back to this game. It'll give us time to forget about the booty dee ba 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 b d d do 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 do, just to get it back in our head, you know? Forget about it just so that it can return. Wish they would remake the SpongeBob movie game. If this sells well, maybe they will. Maybe they will. The mission knife. Da 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 da. A lolly. Doo doo. Dee dee. Oh, nice, a big one. About to be a boss or something? A lolly, a lolly. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. That's a police officer. I'm about to kill a police officer. I just killed a cop. I don't know if I got that one. I don't think I got that one. Hear that? Interesting. The blood trail. Is that gonna be the raincoat, dude? Interesting.
Here! Over here!
Okay. Okay, I'm on my way. Fucking Christ! Did this game just scare me? Did I just get scared from this game? What the fuck?
Nice shot. Great. Bullseye. Nice shot. Great.
Got him. Told you fucking horror game. Why? How did I just get scared from this game? It was a jump scare, dude. I can't break these. Maybe this can. Has more of like a downward slash. Wait, what's this? Bait? Fuck yeah, dude. I'll take some bait. I'll get jebaited. Hi. Can't believe I just got scared from this fucking game. Knock, knock. X gonna give it to you? Won't give it to you, X gonna give it to you. Won't give it to you. XX ready up. Wait. Knock, knock, ready up, boys, thrill. You think he wrote that song about Mr. X? I know his name is X, isn't it? But do you think, like... Do you think he chose that name because of Mr. X? Do you think Exhibit still pimps up rides? Or pimps out rides? Pimp My Ride? Pimp My Ride, that's what it's called. Do you think he still pimps rides? If Exhibit pimps your ride, and cars are usually named like lady names, Would that make Exhibit a pimp? Do you think Exhibit ever pimp slaps the cars into submission? So that they learn their place? Absolutely. Okay, but like, where would he pimp slap? Where is a car's face? Wait, so if Exhibit was in the Cars universe, he would literally just be a pimp who pimped out lady cars. Think about it. They have guns. What's Empire? Oof. What is Empire? What was that about? An American musical drama TV show on Fox. That sounds very different than Pimp My Ride. That sounds like infinitely different than Pimp My Ride. Also, I didn't know it ran all the way until 2007. I guess that makes sense since it was on when I was a kid. Like, I would have been 8. Lucius, the founder and CEO of the successful record label, has been diagnosed with ALS. What's ALS? He must choose one of his 3 sons to take over the company when he dies. Meanwhile, his ex-wife and co-founder Cookie has been released from prison and wants to reclaim her rightful place in the company. So he went from doing Pimp My Ride to be like being like a legitimately like drama actor. Gotcha.
Who's that old man?
That's Harry. Harry Stewart. One of the bigger problems around here. His father started up the lumber trade and founded this town. But he's a weird one, as I'm sure you can see. Always dressed like that, never speaking to the townsfolk. And just FYI, he owns almost the entire town. Not that that makes any difference. So long as I'm around, he won't be getting away with any funny business.
Interesting.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, haste won't lead you to what you seek. Keep your eyes focused on your footing as we speak. So says Mr. Stewart.
Nice to meet you too. How did you know my name?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, information desires you, just as you desire information too. So says Mr. Stewart.
Harry, stop trying to get in our way. Keep this up, and even you'll have to answer to the law.
Why is everyone so shiny in this game? Are they all sweaty? You're not shiny?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, with each rain our town goes mad. To our disdain, unpreventable. So sad. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning.
Then we shall depart, Mr. Francis York Morgan.
That's how he always is. Always spouting that nonsense. Don't give it any thought. It's all gibberish.
Emily here. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, thank you, Thomas. Agent York, we've contacted the first witnesses to the crime scene. You can interview them where they found the dead body.
Excellent. I was just about to ask if you could take me there.
So we know the scar on his cheek is from the razor blades. I wonder what the scar across his eyebrow to his hair is. Music fucking freaked me out. What do you mean? Nice. Man, this game really does give perfect opportunities for pee breaks, and I greatly appreciate it. Sometimes games don't, and I gotta take them in weird places, or I have to like sit here and like have to pee. But like every chapter's like an hour. Like it works out. Legit freaked me out. Who's Cry? That's where I knew it from? What?